occasion lately. We haven't recorded anything in quite a while. But for those of you who have been with us for a little while, you're probably going to laugh because today we're going on a date, quote unquote. What are we doing, Claudine?
Well, we're running errands and going to Sam's Club.
So yes, it's one of our dates. Sam's Club, running some errands, going uptown to get some stuff. So come along with us. Claudine is, of course, driving the van. She normally drives the van most often, so we just leave the seat in her position. I drive my Kia, and except when you drive it. It's kind of funny because I bought the Kia with four-wheel drive for driving the long distance to work in the winter, because I used to have to drive about 45 minutes to work one way, and at the end of the drive, my work was up a hill, so got the four-wheel drive. But then shortly after I got it, I started working from home and haven't needed to really drive a whole lot for work, at least. I used to drive quite a bit because I've been in a lot of jobs where I had to drive a distance to get to work. Now I work from home, and so Claudine does more of the driving, at least from around our area. And then, of course, when we're on vacation, she doesn't like to drive in cities or around the destinations that we end up being in, so she does a lot more of the highway driving.
Which I hate.
Which she hates.
I hate
but
driving.
It's the lesser of two evils for her.
I hate driving in general.
And as most of you who have been with us for a while will remember, I did all of the driving in Scotland because she wasn't going to do any of that. But for when we go on vacations, even though she doesn't like driving at all, she will do most of the highway driving, and then I do part of the highway driving and then all of the city driving or driving around the location where we end up being. Speaking of vacations, we've got one coming up with the kids this month, and it's another one of those years where we're getting everybody together, all the kids and the grandkids. We now have 4 and a 5th one on the way. So we're going to get everybody together, spend some time playing games, visiting some historic places, maybe going to play miniature golf, maybe going to some place to see some animals. The grandkids will like that. What else?
Just relaxing and playing games. Just a pool.
There's a pool. Of course, we had to have a pool. That was a big request. If we're not going to the ocean, we've got to have a pool. So we definitely have a pool.
Hopefully it'll be warm.
Hopefully it'll be warm. She mentions that because I managed to get her out into our pool last night after we got home from working at the track.
It was cold. The air was cold.
It wasn't that cold. It wasn't that cold.
It was rather chilly to be swimming.
It was fine. It was the same temperature that we've been in the pool before. It's
but
just that
the air was cold.
she thinks the air was cold because it was at nighttime and the sun wasn't shining.
I know the air was cold because I could feel it.
She's kind of soft.
Okay.
So one of the places that we're going today is a place called Ollie's. I don't know if they have those in your area, but they've got a number of them here in the Northeast. And what they are is a place that buys out leftovers from other stores, other businesses. So they have a wide range of products, and it's never the same. You don't know what you're going to find there. Just kind of whatever they pick up from different places. But quite often there's some good deals. We found a number of things there. We buy a lot of the kids' presents and stuff like that, grandkids' presents, and other things. We've got things from around the house that we bought. What do you think of Ollie's?
It's a good place to get. I mean, their book selection is quite good. Little odds and ends, kids' toys. They do have like houseware stuff that is decently priced. So there's lots of varied merchandise. So it's nice to look and see just what they have. Today we're going specifically to get some prizes for an event that our church has coming up in a couple of weeks. So that's our goal today, to find a couple things for kids that they would like to win as a prize.
You probably know we still are not comfortable filming in public. So we likely will not be filming in Ollie's. Might take a few pictures, maybe grab a couple shots, who knows. We'll see. But yeah, we're not the kind of people that vlogs in public and talks and have the camera out. That's still not something we're comfortable with. Well, we didn't film as much as we could have in there. Just too many people walking around. You feel kind of awkward getting them in your shot if they don't want to be filmed. But there's tons of stuff in there. I barely even scratched the surface with some of the shots I took. There's carpeting and flooring and pots and pans and clothing and food items, bedding, hygiene items,
books,
Bluetooth
toys.
speakers, toys, books, just anything. Pretty much anything you can find in there.
Some hardware,
just all kinds of stuff.
outdoor furniture,
Yeah.
air conditioners, fans.
You never know what you're going to find in there, so you just have to wander around and look and see. Going once is never enough, because the next time you go, there's going to be all different stuff in there. So, all depends on what they get for sale, different places, what they pick up. So now we're on to where? Sam's Club? Turks. Oh, we're going to Turks. A produce stand that we've frequented quite often over the years. They've less now because they've moved to a different location that's a bit further away. It used to be closer to us. And it used to be quite a bit more. They used to have all kinds of stuff, and now it's kind of a limited selection. But we still go on occasion when we need to get some stuff. What are we going for today?
Today we're going to look for peaches, hopefully. He has some, and not sure what else. He might have corn. It's varied on what he has and when, so hopefully peaches. That's my aim.
So the selection is a little bit slim today, and one of the problems I think is because there's a local bridge out that's going to be out for quite a while, and it has decreased their business.
Until school starts. It's supposed to be done by school time.
By school, so at least another month at least. But it has really hampered their business because one of the main routes to the place is totally blocked off.
Well, and people want ease and convenience, so they aren't going to try to find a way around just to go there. They'll go someplace else that's closer and easier.
So now we got some of our other errands out of the way. We're heading back to Sam's Club. That'll be the bulk of our date. So we pick up a whole bunch of stuff. We only go to Sam's, what, once every 3 months, 4 months? Depends on
when we run out of enough stuff to make it worth going. Basically, when we run out of Nesquik, we have to go because that's expensive to buy, and Brendan uses it.
Nesquik. Chocolate milk is Brendan's lifeblood, so if we don't have that in the house, he'll pass away. Again, did not film as much as we probably could, but as usual, we do not film out in public that much, so we got a few shots. Most of you know what Sam's Club is like. Those of you who don't, it's just another place where you can get things in bulk.
Yeah, it's like a Costco.
Yeah, Costco.
BJ's. If you're not in the States, I don't know what the equivalent would be.
Yeah, I don't know what it would be in Europe. Food items mostly, but there's also all kinds of other things. TVs, electronics, clothing items, paper products, a lot of different stuff. We're going to grab some lunch before we head home, and so we've decided to stop at Dairy Queen.
Because we don't very often.
Well, we had our burger and fries, wrapped it up with a little ice cream for dessert, and that completes another shopping date. Now we're on our way home to the old house on the corner in rural New York.
So this afternoon, when we get home and unloaded and things put away, we are going to put together 2 deck chairs that we bought and swim. And then the grandkids are coming and we're watching them and taking them with us when we go to a graduation party this evening. So that is the rest of our Saturday.
So one of the things I picked up from Ollie's is this finch feeder. That's because we've got a hook up here on the side of the porch that I have always meant to have another bird feeder on, but I haven't gotten one yet. I saw one that I kind of liked at Ollie's, so decided to pick it up as long as we were there. There, that looks good.
So we didn't have to put anything together. They were already assembled. We just had to pull them out of the box. So now we just have to set them up on the pool deck and we'll be all set.
Well, after getting a few more things done here around the house, we took a refreshing dip in the pool. And then we tried out those new deck chairs, which were pretty good. So I think that's going to do it from here at the old house. We still have the graduation party to go to later this evening. But for now, we'll say goodbye and see you again soon.
If you're new to our channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button below and also click the bell for notifications. We look forward to seeing you again at the old house.